Welcome, everybody, to Let's Talk Jurassic. I am Brad Jost, your host, and tonight we've got a lot to talk about, but I want to welcome back everybody, all you returning viewers, you lurkers out there. I know you guys are out there, because I'm definitely a lurker when it comes to other streams. And if there's new viewers out there, welcome. Don't lurk, let's talk. Tonight, we're going to be talking about, I've got some live stream plans coming up I want to discuss with everybody. We've got some stuff to talk about with Jurassic World, the legacy of Isla Nublar. The campaign finished. There's some fun stuff to talk about there that we haven't talked about yet. And there's just so much stuff happening for Jurassic World Dominion over on Empire from the magazine, which I guess hits newsstands tomorrow. So unfortunately it didn't hit today. That would have been nice if it hit today for us here, but unlike other weeks where timing works out well for the live stream, not so much today. But we'll work with what we have here. But before all that, I do want to showcase what's going on our website. So let me bring you over there real quick, talk about what we've been doing on the podcast. So here we go. Oh, that's the, I don't know what that page is. What is that? That's not the right one. All right, hold on. Oh, all right, let me find the right one. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know where that came from. What is it? It's just a picture of Jeff Goldblum. Let's see. How do I find the right one? Right camera here. Let's go with... I can't find it. I don't know. Let's go with this one. There's always got to be some issue, right? Every time. iPad? I don't know. Well, let's go. Let's at least try. Bear with me. Let's see if this one works. Come on. No, doesn't want to work. All right, never mind. How about this one? I don't know why it's showing that. That's not what I have up. That's weird. Let me restart this. Hey, I know I'm still here. I'm still still trying to figure out the oh, there we go. Okay, now it's working. All right. All right. So, let's I think we're live now. Are we live? I don't know. Okay. So, now you can see it. This is the website. I don't know what happened, but my iPad, I had to unplug it and then it worked. Anyway, JurassicParkPodcast.com. Head over there and you can find our latest episode, which was myself and Jay Jurassic talking about our Reels channel documentary that we were a part of, I guess you can call it. Jurassic Park, The Unknown Story. So me and Jay were on that talking about the process of going out to New York City to film this behind the scenes thing. And we talked about, just the inception of the entire process, about how, we were contacted, going out there to film it, the in-between when we filmed it and when it aired. The whole process of when it aired was kind of crazy. It's a fun story, so go check that out. Jay is always great to listen to, so I always have a great time talking with him. So that is episode 317. Yikes. So go check that out on the website, or you could listen to it on any of these beautiful sites here on the side. Oh, look at that. A video is playing on my site. Let's pause that. We've got other stuff on there that you can check out as well. But I also did, do I want to talk about that yet? Let's see. Yeah, let's go there. Pointing out this real quick. Tom Jurassic wrote up a cool article here, immortalizing our place, thanks to some Jurassic fans, because they created this massive image here. And there's, of course, this nice Jurassic Park logo thingy on there. So, oh my gosh, it's so tiny, but it's there. You can see it. I see it. So go check out that article there on our website. But all right, let's stop wasting time here. Let's get to the good stuff. All right, so now that I've messed up my stream so much with all this random stuff that I was trying to figure out on the fly, let's bring in my guest for today. There he is, Cretaceous Dave. What's going on, Cretaceous Dave?
You shouldn't use my name.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My bad. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to blow up your spot here. I don't know why your background is still that background when I changed it so many times.
I also don't see you or anything else.
Oh my gosh.
I just see your website.
Oh, it's still there. All right, well, let's publish this. I don't know why this stream is like really. All right, so it should be good now. There you go. I don't know what's going on with the stream tonight. It's all wild here. So
you can just blame me.
It's the Wild West. Yeah, we got a late start, and your mic wasn't working a little bit, and now my website's not working on there. So it's all part of the Wild West here. But we're figuring it out on the fly. I'll try to change your image when I get a chance. But let's see who's here real quick while we're wasting some time. We've got. Uh-oh. What are you gonna do about this? We've got Dodgson here. We've got, let's see, we've got Michael. What's up, Michael? Ben Squeno. I want to see robot dinosaurs, Siaka says. Okay. I'm not sure I can help you there. There's a lot of comments here. I'm trying to sift through them all, but there's no possible way. Here's Jurassic Souls. What's up? All right, so let's move on to some things. Oh, you know what? I was going to put up an image here and stuff like that. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Don't know if I'll be able to, but I wanted to talk about real quick before we get into things. This is kind of like our first topic here, but I have been having a lot of people reach out and ask recently about a rewatch of the movies. So I figured it's about time. It's about time. Oh, you didn't want to wear the hat anymore? You didn't want to wear the Dodgson hat? You're done. You're still here. I still see you. You're all good.
Sorry, I lost everything.
Uh-oh. Wow, this is a good one so far. Anyway, I got to point out this real quick. Jurassic Souls super chat. Thank you so much, Jurassic Souls. Always awesome. It says, "Hey Brad and Dave, you are both so awesome." Hey, I just said you were awesome. Didn't even read that you said we were awesome. I thought it would be fun to hear about upcoming Jurassic toy releases that you're both looking forward to. All right, so Dave, can you hear me? You there?
Yeah, I'm good now.
What are some upcoming toy releases that you're looking forward to?
I have a kid that needs everything.
I got you there, yeah.
I think we got most of the stuff we already wanted. He definitely wants the Super Colossals. I don't.
Okay.
They take up so much room.
Yeah. That's my problem. See, look there, I changed your background while we were talking. But now the hat's gone. So does it work? I don't even know.
I can put it back.
Yeah, the Super Colossals are tough, right? Because how many did you end up picking up previously? Because there's been what, 3 of them? 3, 4? 4 of them? Yeah. No, 3? How many have there been? I don't know.
There's Blue, Indominus, Toro, and 2 different Rexes.
Okay, so
and a third Rexy
that's
on the
right.
way.
2 different. I forgot there was 2 different ones. So yeah, technically 5. Did you get all of those already?
Yeah, we bought all of them except the Battle Damage Rexy. Somebody gave that to him around his birthday last year when we went to visit family in PA.
Okay. Yeah, we ended up. I only got the regular T-Rex and the Indominus, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm out. I wanted Blue. That was like a tough one to find for a little bit. And Toro looks fantastic, but I couldn't like. We already had 2, and we already have so many things that I'm like, I don't know if I can like justify having another one. So to add on more Super Colossal now, I'm just like, I don't think I can do it. Luckily, I'm not too attached to the Giganotosaurus Super Colossal, so we'll see what else they have. I'm still waiting for that super colossal Owen to show up. So when that shows up, then maybe I'll dive back into it. But for now, I'm good with the 2 that we have. But you already have
sauropods too.
Oh yeah, exactly, because they're the same size basically, or bigger, taller sometimes. You know, and then we have more of those on the way as well. So it's like, how many more of these massive creatures can we get? I'd rather have the massive sauropods than a super colossal. But, you know, that's like kind of the collector side of me. Like, of course, I want that because I'm just like putting these up on a shelf. I've got 2 brachiosaurs right here on my desk. I've got a patasaur just I don't know what to do with over there. And, you know, then there's other ones on the way that I'm like, I gotta have those too. But I'm not displaying the super colossal. That's just like on the floor in the other room with the rest of like random dinosaurs that we have. Yeah, but you said you have like a bunch of the new ones already. You were able to find. I saw you found like 2 Therizinosaurus today, right?
Yeah, it was today. I had about 90 minutes before a doctor's appointment, so I went to 2 Targets and 2 Walmarts. I was out looking for the Barbasol can, but I found that instead.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I found most of the other stuff last week.
Okay, well, that's awesome. I haven't been able to find the Barbasol cans yet, but I'll just say stay tuned. Stay tuned when it comes to that. But I have not found them in person yet. But I've found some of the toys. Not gonna spoil which ones I've found because I have toy hunts coming up, and you're just gonna have to watch. But I have found some things. I'll spoil that I have not found the Therizinosaurus yet. That is I think my number 1, like, prize this time around, at least so far. It's just, it's awesome. Like, everything about that thing looks so cool. The size,
it's
like
bigger
the
than
sculpt, the color. Yeah, and the toy's bigger, but also, like, what appears in the movie is bigger than I thought as well. Like, I don't know if you saw that chart, that size chart, but I was like, my mind blew up when I saw how big that thing actually is gonna be. I was like, wait, what? Just did not expect that at all.
So something, you know, the older toys, that the ones that made noise that you didn't have to hit a button, they all had the like plastic tab you had to pull out.
Yeah.
Apparently the tab is attached to the like case box that they come in, and when the employees take them out of the box, it pulls that out.
Oh, okay.
So the thing just roars the whole time you're carrying it around the store.
Yeah, that's not that's an interesting look, right? When you're wandering around Target or wherever, Walmart, I guess in this case. Yeah, that's tough. I know, like, these new toys are interesting because, like, they have been available, like, at both Target and Walmart, but, like, Walmart's like, yeah, whatever, take it. Target, on the other hand, is like, you know, you never know if you're gonna be able to take it. Most of the time, no, but sometimes yes. So yeah, I've been mostly searching Targets lately. How about you? I mean, I'm sorry, Walmart's.
Yeah, once I saw that they were all showing up at Walmart, that's where I started going. I do pop into Target, but even if I see something, I know they're not going to sell it to me.
Yeah.
The 2 by me are really strict. And I actually went down the list today. Everything within 30 miles is closed on Sunday for Easter. So I can't even get them on Sunday.
No, of course not. That's the crazy thing. I laughed so hard when I saw that it was Easter Sunday for the street date for these toys. I was like, of course. Jurassic would do that, you know? Like, why are we doing this on a Sunday? Like, last time, I think it was like a Thursday or so. It was like a random, like, I think middle of the week day. Something like that, at least. Because I think I was, like, trying to hit things like on my lunch break and then after work and stuff like that. But last time was just a whole different beast. But I was able to get these out of Target, the minis. Thanks to your codes, by the way. So I do have the Therizinosaurus. I guess you could say. Not the one that I
baby.
want just yet. Yeah, the baby one. Yeah, I that's what I'm most excited for. There's a handful of stuff that's cool, but like I'm not overly excited by a lot of things this time around. So we'll see. Hopefully my interest can get peaked up a little bit here as we move on down the line. But
I think
those
the next
Barbasol
waves
cans
might be better.
The next waves for sure. I'm very excited for, and like I was just saying, those Barbasol cans. I'm really excited to see like all of them, and one specifically. I don't know if everybody's seen them or not. I won't go into too much detail, but I'm very excited to see what it is and how it looks and if it plays into the movie at all. So let me go back. Oh, there it is. Is that it? No, is that it?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like,
one I
wait.
had printed and I just rolled it in mud.
Wow, that looked fantastic. All right, so let me go. Thank you so much, Jurassic Souls, for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. I'm gonna go back to what I was talking about before about live streams coming up. So I figured I was gonna be doing this leading up to Jurassic World Dominion. So now it's official. This should be it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got a live stream rewatch schedule. We're gonna be doing watch parties again. I'm going to be trying to get people on these ones this time. I did the live stream watch parties probably, I guess it was 2 years ago now. Yeah. It was, back when the pandemic first hit and we were all at home, stuck at home. We really needed stuff to do. And I was like, you know what? Let's rewatch these movies. So we did that. And we're doing it again leading up to Dominion. I feel like you got to do that, right? When you lead back into a film, you absolutely have to go back and rewatch all of the movies. So I figured let's start it this time in May. All right. So we're going to be starting on May 4th. We're going to be watching Jurassic Park. All right. May 11th, The Lost World. Watch that together. May 18th. Jurassic Park 3. The 25th, we're going to make our way into Jurassic World. Start talking about Jurassic World. And then we're going to make our way into June. So June is literally June 1st getting kicked off. Jurassic June getting kicked off with the final Jurassic World movie that we have on the list so far. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And then the 8th, so the following week, 2 days, or I guess maybe 1 day, depending on when you get to see this movie. It should be, typically they're like a Thursday premiere at like 6 o'clock or something like that. Maybe even earlier now. I think they're showing up at like 3 or something. But yeah, we're going to be doing the final one on the 8th with Battle at Big Rock and the Dominion prologue. So we'll watch both of those together, and then days or hours later, whatever it may be, we'll finally watch Jurassic World Dominion. So I think it'll be a good way to hype it up, get together. Maybe we'll do, I don't know how, like what kind of aspect I'll be able to do on both ends, but I'd like to do kind of like a Twitter rewatch kind of thing as well, get people hyped over on Twitter as well as the live stream here on YouTube. So stay tuned for more information on guests and things like that as we get closer to these dates. But yeah, these will start as usual. Well, for the most part, these usually start at 9 p.m. Hopefully, we'll have the issues worked out more so by then. And just a reminder, the movie will not be on the stream. It'll literally just be myself or, maybe just me and some other people commentating. So you'll be able to have the TV on in your house watching the movie. I'll have it on my screen here. I won't be piping in the audio or anything like that for the movie. So it's basically just going to be a 3, 2, 1 play. And we all hit play together. And hopefully it mostly syncs up together. And Lewis is out here being a party pooper and saying he's going to see it earlier than everybody else. So that's cool. Thanks, Lewis. Anyway, we hope to not see you on June 1st. And I guess that's when you'll be in the movie theater yourself. So... and don't come into the 8th stream as well, Lewis. Stay out of that one, because we're going to be talking about Battle at Big Rock and the Dominion prologue. So I don't want any spoilers. No spoilers. It's going to be hard. Whew. It's going to be hard out there, I think, around that time, right? If Dominion's coming out a little bit early here and there, it's going to be hard to stay away from spoilers and stuff like that, you know? I think it might be a little tough.
I'm already wanting to stay away.
I know. Today was an interesting day for that, right? Like, we'll get into that in a little bit. But, you know, it's at that point where official stuff is coming out, but what are you going to do? Like, you literally have to get completely off of the internet. Like, there's no other way around it. If you want to be on the internet, you're going to have to be probably spoiled by things that they're officially releasing. You can do your best to kind of stay away from those who are purposefully spoiling things. But you know, things like trailers, TV spots, articles, that stuff just constantly comes out. So you're gonna have to just keep your eyes peeled, or, you know, try to do your best to scroll really quick if you really need to be on Twitter. It's hard though. But I do want to talk about
it's, some of the stuff I don't agree with them showing it.
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't like that a lot of that stuff is shown either, right? Like, I don't want that stuff to be shown, but, like, it's out there, and at the point where it's so widely spread that, like, you really can't even ignore it at that point. You know, like, everybody's posted it, so, you know, there's no sense in, like, staying away from it. But there are some things, and we've talked about this heavily back in the days of Fallen Kingdom and leading up to this movie, that, like, hey, we wish it would not be like Fallen Kingdom. You know, we wish the marketing would not be like that. And so far it's been very different, but we still have 2 months. So, it'll be interesting. And my dog is whining in the background. So if you hear a high-pitched noise, that's not me, it's my dog. But let's move on to our first official topic here. Let's go over to Kickstarter. All right, so we're over here real quick. I want to get your thoughts. Dave, did you back this game?
The second it went live.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was going to put you on the spot. If you said no, we'd have to have the conversation.
No, I mentioned in the chat a bunch of times. I used to play legacy games a lot.
Yeah.
Back in the normal times when we used to have people come over and stuff.
Yeah.
But they were fun. And even if I still played games with some of those people, I don't know if they would be into it. But I'm totally open with playing with a bunch of you guys on Zoom or something.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be fun to try to figure out. If a bunch of people have it at home, we all kind of follow suit and move the pieces around and figure it all out together. I think it might be doable. It's not that, I mean, like, it's complicated, but the board itself is not overly complicated where, like, you know, if you have one person with the main board, if somebody else has just the pieces on there, I think everybody would be able to figure it out on a stream and stuff like that. But I'm very proud of this Kickstarter. I'm very proud of Funko Games and Prospero Hall. You know, I don't know what they've done before when it comes to Kickstarter. I don't know if you have any information on that, but I think this is great. I mean, they have 5,763 backers, equating $500,076 and $427, whatever. However, that's a lot of money. I can't even say the dollar amount because it's so big. You know what I mean? $576,000, 427. All right, so it's a lot. Which their goal was 100.
It's like the check you got cut from Reels.
Exactly. That's like this is mostly me backing this project. I'm like, I gotta use all those Reels bucks. You know, I should mention that there was 0 Reels bucks, but but look at that number. I think that's pretty amazing because this was a goal of $100,000 and it made $500,000. That's impressive to me. Like, I think that's pretty great. So I feel like Jurassic fans came out, tabletop gaming fans came out here. So it's a pretty big deal. I wonder what that number equates to, you know, in terms of other games, legacy games, or just games in general from Funko and Prospero Hall. So I'd be interested to know, but I have no idea how to figure that information out.
Yeah, I really thought that they took the early feedback and decided, yeah, we're gonna start adding more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, because like those amber figures are cool and stuff.
Yeah, nice transition. I like that. You know what to do. They did add a bunch of things. We've talked about some of them. Up here, you can see we've got 4 amber dinosaurs. We talked about those. We might have talked about the tokens. These are like, I think they said acrylic, if I remember correctly, something like that. Oh, you're back to the other background. I don't know how that happened. I apparently have to change it on literally every screen, apparently.
It's fine.
Yeah, these are normally just like a thicker cardboard kind of cardstock kind of like this is just like a paper coaster here. Or cardboard coaster thing. So it's kind of, they usually feel like that, but these are more, I think they're going to be like a plasticky acrylic, probably more akin to like a base like this clear, base. So that'll be cool to see. Also, we got a new character, which this was something I speculated on. I was like, I don't think they'll be able to add a new character, but maybe. And apparently they did. They are able to add a new character. So we do have Blue here, which is going to be really interesting. I'm very interested to see like what all that says behind there, as far as like what kind of moves are possible, and how this character will help you out. Because when I played this game, it is all about really playing kind of not necessarily against the dinosaurs, but in a lot of cases, yes, because there's carnivores out there and you kind of want to play against them and not really help them. You want to hinder those animals. I was helping the herbivores and stuff like that, but I wonder how Blue factors into this. I'm really interested to see how the journey will go with Blue being out there as a dinosaur versus the human characters that, were able to do a lot of different tasks. Does adding... Oh, actually, here you go. I can't really make it out. So you got move up to 3 spaces. Then if you're outdoors, take a free search action. Okay, that's cool. I guess you'll figure that out more. But search, you can like do something that unlocks something on a card. You can roar, move each follower in your space up to 1 space. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's cool. Herd. Does this say... I don't know what that says next to it. Attack a dinosaur in your space to place a herded token under that dinosaur and or move them. Now that is a very important move right there. Herding dinosaurs. When it comes to this game, herding them around is pretty important. Search, you can reveal items on the cards. Feed, remove 1 injury token. I'm assuming it says on a character card. That's pretty good too. Nice. Anyway, that's pretty awesome. That's a big deal. I think that's a pretty big deal, adding Blue in there.
I wonder if they had to change the rules in the later rounds. Like, you guys didn't get that far.
No.
But, like, using Pandemic Legacy as an example, certain characters are required in certain chapters. It's like, you have to play this person, or if this person is involved, you can't do this, something like that.
Yeah, I was wondering that as well. We didn't really encounter anything like that. We played the tutorial, and then we played round 1, or adventure 1, and then half of adventure 2, I believe. And there wasn't an instance like that, but when we ripped open those folders and took out all the game pieces, it's basically just said like, choose who you want. You can choose who you want. And I've said it before, but I chose the new character for the first 2 adventures, and then I think they said we could talk about spoilers, but I chose a different character. I won't even say who, but there was a character that Mr. Dodgson may have known at some period in time. So I played as that character, and I was like, you know what? Let's see what kind of havoc I can cause here, if necessary. I don't know, but it was a very useful character. Yeah, this is very exciting, and I'm floored that this thing made $500,000, or near 600 actually. And there are late pledges open, I guess. So, I guess you can.
It's probably just like a regular pre-order.
It just says pre-order, so
Yeah, you don't get the bonus stuff.
yeah. So that's oh man, that stinks. But it's still $120. So I guess when this hits shelves or something like that, it will be $140. All right. Yikes. Okay. So hopefully everybody got it on Kickstarter. That's hefty, yeah. But
Wondering why I couldn't read.
yeah. I wouldn't be able to see anything. Hopefully I'm not muted. I haven't checked the comments in a long time. But let's see here. Not too much going on there. But yeah, very excited about that. Let's see here. What's up next? Hold on. Let me give me 2 seconds. Let me let my dog out. He's like barking, not barking, but crying. Go.
Welcome to the official Bioson podcast live stream.
I heard you. I heard what happened here. All right, so let's move over to what was I going to talk about next? Get my notes back. All right, so let's go over to some of that Jurassic World Dominion content. All right, so preview went out today, right? This, I don't really know how obtainable is this magazine in the States. I have no idea. Is this something I could just go to Barnes & Noble and pick up, or Walmart, or no? Have you ever done an Empire magazine? Have you found one?
No, I have no idea, and I saw a bunch of people online ordering it from the UK.
Yeah, I went to the site and it was all like, in pounds and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. But hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna be here in the States or not. Hopefully, somebody in the chat knows and lets us know. But I don't know. I'll check out Barnes & Noble if I can find one. But I would like to have it. I would like to be able to see, this magazine in person and see all these awesome images, which maybe we'll talk about in a little bit. But this one came out today inside this preview. There's a bunch of stuff in this preview. It's like kind of a preview for all kinds of different movies. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is one that I'm very much looking forward to. Nick Cage movie. What else we got here? Nosferatu. What is that? Oh, that looks cool. So there's a lot of things in here. But the most important one, right? This main image here. Chaos Reigns. I think this maybe ties into what we were talking about before. With like, okay, well, it's there.
Well, we knew it was going to be there.
Yeah.
But you don't want to see it.
I know, right? So this is an interesting image. Like, I don't know what's going on with the coloring here, but first off, let's say that background, the style of this shot, the lighting, just the tone, the atmosphere of this, everything about it is incredible looking. Like, so amazing. But like, what's up with the Rex colors? I'm assuming that's Rexy, but those colors, like, what's happening with these colors? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's really hard to tell from that. Plus, me looking at it, you sharing it. But the toys, she's darker and has like that blackish dark green or whatever on her back.
Yeah, it does look like this looks like the Red Rex, dude. Like, it looks like the Kenner Red Rex, which is interesting. I'm like, is this like, is there a chance that this isn't Rexy and it's just like, an arena or something like that? Or it is, I mean, like the identity of this is Rexy. Like, I don't think there's any way around that. There's scars on the nose. I can't really, there does look like there's scars here kind of indicating that this could be Rexy. It's hard to tell though. But the color scheme is interesting, right? That's weird. I like it.
It would be cool if they're throwing us off. That is not her. And
yeah.
Then, because from what we can make assumptions from the trailer that the end of the movie or whatever, everything's on fire. And if they're going to save that battle for the end, you would think things are on fire, not looking like this.
True. Yeah. And an interesting thing that Colin pointed out a while back, I forget where it was, but he said that this movie is kind of unlike other movies in the way that they tell the story. I don't know if you remember that like quote. It was like something along those lines where like it's just told in an interesting way. I don't know what that means. I went through a lot of possibilities before, but like, yeah, I have no idea, and I can't wait to see. Maybe this is something. Yeah, it could be like something really, really weird. Who knows? Who knows? I have no idea. No idea. But we assume that there's going to be flashbacks and things like that. And, maybe this could be a different Rex. Maybe they bred Rexes that looked exactly like Rexy and, just had different color schemes. I think that would be fantastic. But maybe this is just Rexy and the colors are weird, That's very possible as well. So it could just be the image. But who knows? I love it either way. I think this looks fantastic. And the Giganotosaurus looks fantastic here as well. Looks really, really cool. But everything about this atmosphere is just like super killer. And I can't wait because there's been a lot of pictures revealed that I'm like, whoa, like this imagery it's just destroying me. I think it looks so good. Everything. But I don't think there was any information in this one. There's an epic 12-page feature, which, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So let's move over to the next one here, which is gonna be, what is it? Oh, so I want to talk about this real quick because we have not gotten a chance to talk about this. The Giganotosaurus is like the Joker. How you feeling about that?
We'll have to wait and see. I think a lot of people are probably reading way too much into that, and you saw it all. It's been chaos for days now because of that.
Yeah, it really has.
People are immediately writing off the movie, like this movie's such a joke.
Yeah. There's the arguments are back and forth between what Jurassic Park was, what Jurassic World is.
I may have to pop out real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. Do what you got to do. But like, I don't know. Like, we can't compare the originals really in a way to what they're doing with these movies. They're different movies. Yes, maybe we learned the wrong things from the ending of Jurassic Park with the little battle, or I don't know, but it's become a battle series in a lot of ways, and even Camp Cretaceous, which I know you're a big fan of that. They're talking about a lot of that as well with the battles and all the dinosaurs and stuff like that. So I could see something like this. It kind of, when you read this line, he says, "I wanted something that felt like the Joker. It just wants to watch the world burn." It kind of describes the Indominus, outside of the fact that like I feel bad for the Indominus the whole time. Like, it's a creature that doesn't know like what is happening, and it's kind of like out of its element, and it's just destroying everything in its path. I don't necessarily feel like it's trying to like let the world burn, but it kind of is in a way, because it just destroys everything in its path.
Yeah, and Owen hinted at that she was raised by herself in that paddock, and she didn't know anything, so she just didn't know how to behave. So if this thing was raised in that sanctuary or whatever they're calling it, did they keep it isolated, or who knows? 2 months we'll find out.
Yeah, well, we'll find out soon, but it's interesting. And I can see why a lot of people wouldn't like that, because I think I forget what the quote was, but people were throwing around a quote earlier this week about, how they basically didn't want to make Jurassic Park dinosaurs that way. And now here we are with them more so becoming monsters, but it is the story. Like, that is the story. Like, they're telling a story about hybrids, and it's not a story about these more natural creatures like we maybe have seen in the past movies. So I kind of understand it. It works for me. They're about hybrids. Like the Indominus Rex is built of all of these different things that a lot of which are going to be in this movie. And I'm interested to see how all those things work together. And I loved how Fallen Kingdom was basically a monster movie at the end that would, truly was like a universal monster movie. And Camp Cretaceous as well with the Scorpius. Like, that is one of my favorite things from this series. And I'm interested to see another creature that is willing to watch the world burn. So I'm interested to see what happens.
Know, like, who made it? Was Wu part of it, or do they have their own, scientists doing their thing? And from some of the close-up pictures, it looks like some of the teeth are a little, off and kind of janky. So there's a chance it's not perfect, or it's, kind of messed up.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting point here. It says I never know how to say this dinosaur's name, because I know you can say Giganotosaurus. I typically just end up saying Giganotosaurus. But then there was like a joke. There was like a joke. Go ahead. You.
Us Americans, most of us pronounce it with a J.
Okay, all right, that makes sense.
Everybody else is a G.
Okay, well, and there was I forget where it was. Oh, here it is. It's going to be gigantic. So I know they're trying to make a play on words on gigantic. So if it's giga, that doesn't work. It's going to be a gigantic. That doesn't work, that joke, right? So that's why I'm like sticking with Giganotosaurus, because it's going to be a gigantic movie. I think my theory checks out, so I'm happy with that. But there was actually a lot of information in this article. There's a bunch of flowers and stuff apparently that just wanted to pop up out of nowhere. Beautiful. Why am I seeing this ad? The home is in Bioson Valley, a name that will be familiar to fans of the original Jurassic Park. Bioson. Bioson got the contract.
Book.
Yeah, if you read the book, you would know. Yeah, the fans of Jurassic Park have no, like, if you're just a fan of the movie, you got zero idea what Bioson is. No idea at all. But Bioson apparently got the contract to house the dinosaurs that have been captured around the world via various governments. That's like a big deal. Like, that's a big thing that we just found out in this article. Like, right there. That's interesting. What do you take about that? Like, because I know myself and Jen on the what's it called, the Jurassic Mailbag. Jen was thinking that it would, like, that big Apple headquarters that we see is kind of like a human sanctuary. I was like, hey, this looks like Bioson headquarters. It looks like it's going to be Bioson Valley, right? And it looks like that's going to be where they house dinosaurs, maybe, that have been captured from around the world. That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, I hope they tell a story without taking up too much time, because they do have 4 years plus Bison's entire backstory to cover. But, like, how long ago was this thing built that they can hold everything? Like, yeah, we've got this place. Yeah.
I need more information, and I guarantee a lot of that will be teased in coming days and things like that. But like, thankfully this movie's at least 2.5 hours long, because we need time.
Reply to my wife.
Yeah, we need time to explain what's happening here, and why they got a contract. Why are they trusted to get a contract? Where are these other dinosaurs coming from? There's so many questions. And we did see another image, which we'll look at in a minute. But interestingly, here, let's look at the next line. It says, they claim it's a research facility where they can study the pharmaceutical values of the animals, but there's other stuff going on. Okay, all right. And there's a newcomer here, Mamudo Athi. Ramsey Cole. Is it Ramsey? Or is it Ramsay? Ramsay Cole. I don't know how to say it. It's like Giganotosaurus.
Turn my screen off for just like a minute if you want.
Okay.
I gotta run do something real quick.
Is it Ramsay or Ramsey? I don't know. But this is, and we got our first look later on. We'll take, hopefully we'll have some time to take a look. We're probably running long already, but Ramsey Cole, let's just say Ramsey, is a very ambitious and forward-thinking young man, employee at Bioson. It's an entirely new kind of movie, and it's the thing we've been waiting for the whole time. So we knew all that. Interesting, a lot of interesting comments in here from this article. A lot of fruit and flowers and things and trees and bushes and stuff. If you really want those, head to empireonline.com, and you'll find ads all over the site. Oh yeah, I guess we should point out the image that was included in this article, which was this one. And I love this image because it's like this Giganotosaurus. We're all like, yo, is this an animatronic or is this CG? Which I think is the best thing that could possibly happen. You know, that is what we all want from a Jurassic movie. We want to be confused. That's exactly what we all want, right? We want to be confused when it comes to what we're seeing on the screen. You know, I want to see, is this a Joker or is this a dinosaur? No, I'm kidding. No, is it real or is it an animatronic? Like, well, that's the same thing. Is it a real or is it CGI? If it's CG, this is the best looking CG you've ever seen. If this is an animatronic, this is the best looking animatronic you've ever seen. Either way, and I'm going to say it's pure Jurassic, which I know a lot of people will take umbrage with. It's pure Jurassic. It's incredible looking, and I love it. Now let's take a look at this overturned Bioson vehicle, which looks pretty fantastic down here. We've got a whole cast of people that are like, not sure where to look. I'm not really sure, like, what's going on in this. Like, cause like people have like different sight lines and things. So like, where was the tennis ball on the stick for this scene? Which makes me think it was CG. Because like, where's Bryce looking? They're all looking like that wrong way. Which way am I pointing my hands? Like I can't point my hand the right way. How do I do it? Nope, this way. Yeah, like that way. Which like the Giganotosaurus is that way. Like this way. Maisie, Ellie, Kayla, Grant. I don't know what Grant's like. There's a fire over there. Somebody put that fire out before it takes on the whole forest. Hey, come on over. Hey, Eric, come on over and get that fire out down there. So I don't know what he's doing, but he's looking somewhere else. Owen is like, you know what? I think there's some trees over there that I like. I like them trees. And then Ian is like, anybody mind if I get out of here? You gotta go. You gotta go. He's just running. He's like kind of unsure as what to do. And he's just like, I didn't realize there was a dinosaur right there, but apparently there's a dinosaur right there. And I should maybe stop. So I don't know. But I have no clue what's happening in this, but I want to get your take, Dodgson. What do you think about the image that was included?
What am I talking about?
What do you think about this image that was included in this article about Bioson Valley and Joker and all that stuff? What is Ian Malcolm doing? What is he doing?
I said it multiple times on Twitter. He's trying to take a selfie or something to post on Instagram.
Like,
I have
so
no
weird.
idea. Like, I hope he's not running to sacrifice himself or something. Because, I mean, if it happens and it fits well with the story, great. But if you're showing us that right here, that's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, I look at a lot of these pictures that they've revealed, and I'm like, how do you get out of this situation? You know, we've seen so many. Claire is in like 10 of them in the trailer, right?
She dies all the time.
She's dying left and right in the trailer. And then Ian is literally his head is about 4 feet from the mouth of this dinosaur. And how is he not going to be dead? Like, how is he not going to be dead? You know? I don't know. But I was joking about the sight line of all these characters, which I was like questioning. And you know, a lot of fans have been questioning whether this is CG or an animatronic. What do you think? Do you think it's real or fake? Or I don't know which one's real or fake, but CG or animatronic?
First of all, I shouldn't have sunglasses on in the dark.
We're trying to look like a secret agent.
Yeah. I'm supposed to take the hat off after that. No, I don't know, because was it more than just the head that they showed from the animatronic? I don't remember, how big.
No, I think it was like mostly like the neck and head. I don't think they showed anything else. And I forget what was leaked a long time ago. I think there was more to the body, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't have a good enough eye to tell a lot of times. Now, if it's super obvious, like the Dilophosaurus looked obvious, but I don't know. I can't tell. I hope it's animatronic if it fits in what's going on and the shot is framed the right way and everything like that. I did think that little whatever it is in the background, the tower hide thing for because we don't know what to call it.
Yeah,
that we also saw in the Lego set or whatever. And there's one person missing from the scene if it's happening when I think it happens. Based on way too much information someone shouldn't have told me.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that, they do with films these days is they take things out, they add things in that aren't there, that, you never know what to believe, right? Universal and film studios just want to watch the world burn, I think. And they want to make us theorize on things that are real,
so they're
not
that
real.
Guy.
Yeah. They're the Joker. All right, so that's that image. So let's move on to the next one here because we're running kind of long. Hey, we got this picture. Let's talk about this one real quick. So we just learned, via that last article that Bioson obtained the right to house these things at their sanctuary or whatever, and various governments, give them these dinosaurs. And here we have United States government with the Department of Fish and Wildlife, DFW here, housing dinosaurs, most likely, I'm gonna say, at an airstrip somewhere because of a Lego set. We saw that Lego set of a T-Rex at like it was like an airstrip or something like that. It said, I forget what it said, airport. And we just looked at that, like that one more than any of the others. I was like, that's probably not real. It's like more of the junior set. It's not like the bigger sets and stuff like that. So I'm like, whatever. But like, it might actually be legit because it's got a lot of similar things like the cargo containers, the fencing, the DFW, and dinosaurs. And this is a pretty cool image. The fact that there's like Parasaurolophus just like in there and a Stegosaurus all together. It's giving me vibes of Camp Cretaceous with like, there was that one sequence where I think it was the first season, right? Where the dinosaurs were still locked away and some of them, I forget what was sick, but there was something that was sick, like a Stegosaurus, Sinoceratops, one of those. It kind of gives me vibes of that, like when they were trying to, and plus all the cargo containers. Like Camp Cretaceous is like has cargo containers like everywhere in that show.
Season 2, episode 2.
Oh my gosh, look at you! Is it season 2? Really? Is that far along?
Yeah, because that's when they found Grimm locked in there.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. That's true. But we have a baby Pseudoceratops here, looking cute. Looking pretty great. And of course, Ellie and Grant. I mean, I should probably move this over so we can see Grant too. But I don't know if I can. But he's like, Ellie, don't get too close, Ellie. You don't want to bite your hand off. It's an herbivore. It'll still bite you. But she doesn't care. She's all, wondering what kind of berries it ate for lunch. But yeah, I like this image. It's great. I love the enthusiasm on Ellie's face here. It's a great image.
Yeah, the first thing I thought was, okay, she still, appreciates life and, the baby dinosaur. And Grant has that look on his face like, nope, want nothing to do with those things. Not the live ones anyway.
He's kind of happy. Like, he's okay. He's in a good state, I think. Like, he's not, like, too bitter. But he's also like, all right, like, can we be done with this and just move on? Like, it's cute and all, but, like, let's keep going, Ellie. Come on.
He likes seeing Ellie happy.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's got to be a big part of it.
I don't remember if this was the picture. I said it's kind of the dad at the airport. Be like, okay, come on, we got to go.
Yeah, exactly. But let's see. They were trying to convince them. There was a lot of skepticism, some side eye, and apparently, according to, I think it was Sam Neill, said that Colin reminded him a lot of Steven Spielberg, right? So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to hear. The enthusiasm and stuff, I guess, that Colin has. I don't think there was too much in here. Nah, that was about it, really. I don't know what slime brushing is. I'm assuming they have to brush slime on these dinosaurs to make them look real. I have no. That sounds gross. But anyway, that's the real deal. That's the image that we're all concerned with. And then I think, do we have anything else? We have Jeff Goldblum with an entire book of alternate lines. This is just like kind of a pointless article. It didn't even come with like a new picture. We just got the picture from the. I'm wondering why they didn't use like the scared Malcolm in front of the Giganotosaurus picture. They should have just zoomed in on that. But basically, he's like the king apparently of, jazz riffing his way through the script and coming up with his own lines and apparently a lot of them get through, not all of them, but it's very Goldblum, I feel like, of him to just kind of show up and be like, well, I don't think that's the way I would say that. But there's like a line in here which like something starts flashing. It started flashing error 99, Amudo Athi says. And then he's like, I was going to slip in a very quick line. Error 99, is that Barbara Feldon? And like who? Like, there's no way that joke makes it into the movie at all. Because 0 people are going to get that joke these days, I don't think.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely not the target demographic.
No. From Get Smart, Agent 99, like, I understood the reference, but, like, also, I wouldn't have found it that funny. Like, I understood it, but, like, it's not one that I would have joked at or laughed at, but it tickled him, apparently, so that's good.
It does seem like a very 93 Malcolm thing to say, though.
I don't know. Like, I feel like Jeff Goldblum and Malcolm, while obviously the two of them, like, Goldblum is Malcolm and he identifies that way, like, so well, and he looks the part all the time, every day of his life. But, like, I feel like they're two very drastically different people, like drastically different people. So I don't know that, like, is Ian Malcolm as obsessed with like jazz and show tunes and all this stuff, and like, and there are days when Goldblum dresses like much different than I'm getting these names confused now. Who's who anymore? I don't even know. Malcolm. I don't know where was I? Anyway, Bryce said that she's never seen anybody pitch more lines of dialogue than Goldblum. So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, that was about it from there. Dave, what do you think? Should we dive into some of the other pictures? I have Swerve's Twitter here. Swerve seemed to be the person to don't do it. I was hesitant to do it
unless you get a feel from the crowd.
Is there a crowd? Are there people here? hasn't been a
I
lot
mean,
of
they're
stuff.
going to be everywhere tomorrow anyway, especially
That
if
is
you can
very
get
true.
the magazine in other countries. So, and better quality pictures, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that is pretty true. All right, let's do it real quick. All right, so we got a picture here. Maisie and Grant. And Owen is just off screen. He's like, hey, you guys, do this. I swear to God, it's going to work. You just put your hand out like this. I know that there was a kid on an island. His name was Darius. Apparently, he knew how to do it too. But you go like this, and a dinosaur won't come near you. So I don't know what kind of dinosaurs in here. What?
He's teaching them a new dance, and it's going to be a big
dance.
hit at all the summer weddings.
I'm assuming that Blue's in here, or a raptor of some sort. I don't know, maybe an Atrociraptor, maybe something like that. I've always kind of wondered if it's like a Dilophosaur in here. I thought that would be kind of cool. I thought that would be kind of interesting. But we got some more pictures. Wow, would you look at that? It's a feathered dinosaur. I love it. I think that thing looks awesome. Are you
that one? It looks a little not as weird as the one from what was it, Fangoria, which I didn't have a problem with.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people did.
I got no problem with it. Can we take a moment? Owen is way more ripped than usual, I feel like here. Like his shirt is so form-fitting. It's pretty crazy. He is ripped this time. He's like I gotta go do back to back.
The opposite of literally every other man during the pandemic.
I gotta be stuck here in this house with all these people. I gotta at least work out. This is a big one here. This might be the coolest thing to come out of a Jurassic film that I've ever seen. This is incredible. This is a Dreadnoughtus, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what? This whole thing is incredible. Like, this is very reminiscent of... It's not Nessie. DJC. Nessie's in this one. Yay! Actually, I saw a post about Nessie the other day and what it potentially was, and I'm not going to talk about it because it was hilarious and not fit for family-friendly content. But it's very reminiscent of the prologue and stuff like that, where that whole prologue was very dinosaur documentary-esque, and I feel like that's how this looks. It looks so good. Like the reflections, again with the lighting, that mountain in the background. This honestly looks like a toy in water, like some amazing toy photography. So who knows? Maybe it's an ad for Mattel.
I mean, some of the stuff that people do looks better than the movie.
Shout out to Pixel Shark. I think you sent one before too. Apologies, I don't think I shouted it out. But thank you so much for the super chat. And it says, "Isn't that the mountain from Skyrim back there?" I wouldn't know. I never played it. Have you played a Skyrim?
Nope.
No.
I don't know if I've played a video game in probably 15 or 20 years. So
yeah, and that's a tough one, I feel like, to get into. I haven't really ever gotten into those kinds of games. I don't know. That's just not my deal. Yeah, I like more like the...
Yeah, I had a coworker that was super into it.
Yeah. I like big adventure exploratory games and stuff, but not like those, I don't think. But it actually kind of reminds me of a mountain from Zelda too. So we've got Indiana Jones here. So that's weird. I thought this was a Jurassic World. Oh wait, no, that is Sam Neill. All right, so that's Sam Neill. I thought, wait, is he in Indiana Jones? Or is this National Treasure? This might be from National Treasure.
Nah, it's Ben with his with his thing to light the gas.
Benjamin Gates, right? Yeah.
No, I meant Ben from Camp Cretaceous.
Yeah. So Dr. Alan Grant, this is actually great because like it's come full circle now because of the the fact that Harrison Ford was like in the running to play Dr. Alan Grant. Got all that concept art of Harrison Ford's face on Dr. Grant's body. And now we've got Dr. Alan Grant being very Indiana Jones-like, and I love it. It's so good. There was a mention, I think it was at like a CinemaCon or something like that. Somebody said there was like a temple or like ruins or something. I don't know what it was, but I forget. But this is giving me vibes of that. I don't know what Grant is doing, and I can't imagine what's like going through his mind in this whole entire story.
I wonder if that's like an amber mine or something.
Yeah, could be. They do mention that the Bioson Valley is amber rich, which I'm like, that's interesting. Like, so obviously
there pictures that I posted of the back of the board game for the kinetic sand game.
No,
I don't remember how long ago that was.
I don't think I did.
The different areas, there's an amber mine.
Oh, maybe I did.
Then it says
maybe I did
like
see this.
Cracked ice, and then Malta, and then like something else. So it's like,
okay,
they're literally drawing a map of the Bioson area.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how that plays in. I don't think it's a coincidence that they have their facilities in an amber-rich location. Now, this is a pretty cool image here.
No.
Let them fight, says Swerve. It's a very small arena with some very small... Well, we've got a Baryonyx and an Allosaurus here. And they're so tiny. They are so small.
I can't believe they're fighting juveniles.
Like, I just can't comprehend this image. Like, to be honest, it is just... I cannot wait to see this movie. I can't believe they're fighting these juveniles, but I kind of can, because the world is full of terrible, terrible people. And this, of course, we've talked about all the possibilities of things that would happen when dinosaurs are out in the world and what kind of bad things would occur. And, of course, we talked about it with Camp Cretaceous. There's dino battles, and that was one of the plot points of that season. Season 4 was, let's make some money off this stuff. And these people certainly are going to be trying to. And
yeah, I mean, I fully expected fighting, especially after that, the thing that Michael found at Universal.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of like the poster. I just didn't expect it to be juveniles. And we know they are because of the that Bioson animal list on their that magnet that came out last week or whatever. And then there's also toys of the Baryonyx juvenile and stuff.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Magnet?
I'm
trying to think. You probably end up seeing more stuff than I do, because I'm like, I
it was the list. It said like the list of the animals that in the Bioson sanctuary.
Oh wait, maybe
and it had the size chart.
That. Okay, yeah, I do remember that. That
so
was a magnet?
It did mention Baryonyx juvenile,
okay.
Allosaurus juvenile, Carnotaurus juvenile, and poor little dude's arm over there.
Yeah. Which that was shocking to me, because I didn't think it was going to be a juvenile.
Yeah, I didn't either.
We've seen some renders and things, and it is a mini, right? But a mini
could
be
captives.
Yeah, a mini, captive. And it could be any size. I just assumed it was an adult, but no, it's not. Which I wonder. That is so crazy.
Yeah, so I thought it was like Chaos getting hurt in transportation or something. But...
Yeah. That's just wild. I don't know. Like, why put that on there? I don't know. That's good. That's an interesting thing. But here we are, and this looks really cool. Whatever this place is, I don't know. And then we've got probably the other side of whatever that image was that Empire also revealed in their website. That overturned vehicle. You got DeWanda Wise and Laura Dern here. And, Giganotosaurus there with a huge, just an incredibly huge face. And, so many of these pictures look like just like posed photographs, So I'm interested to see how this movie actually plays out because, like, again, like, what is the eye line in this picture? I just don't know. Now, this is an interesting one. Look at that big bug. That's a big bug.
Is that the same one we saw from the other photo shoot? Well, not photo shoot,
Yeah, whatever that picture was of that set or whatever. There was a big bug in the background. And yeah, it looks like a big locust. And Dr. Wu is like regretfully working on whatever this is. Whatever he's trying to figure out. Poor guy. Poor guy. I am very interested to see what happens with Dr. Wu.
We've seen 2 pictures and he looks rough. But what's interesting is that Lego set that he's in. He's got facial hair and like short hair. So either the Lego just totally screwed up his look, or at some point throughout this movie, he just, grows a beard.
Yeah, you never know. You might be locked away for a very long time into the Bioson Valley or wherever. But
yeah, this is one of the first things I thought when I saw that really quick glimpse in the trailer. How he looked like. Is this kind of the, Jesse at the end of Breaking Bad thing, where he's just like kidnapped and chained into a place to, keep making meth? Where it's like, okay, we're just gonna keep you here and you keep doing what we want you to do.
Oh, is that how that ended? I forget. It's been so long since I watched that show.
But spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen a 10-year-old show.
Well, I heard that they're going to be back on Better Call Saul.
Towards the end, and then Walt went and got him out.
Oh, that's right.
And then Netflix had that movie a couple of years ago.
I actually never saw that movie. I don't know why. I just kept meaning to watch it and never got around to watching it. Maybe sometime. Especially because they're coming back apparently. So that'll be cool. Now, here is this shot that they just don't move. I guess that's the plan, right? Like, surely that's the plan, and I guess it works. I love that it kind of looks like Grant is holding Owen's arm. I've seen a lot of people point that out, but it's most certainly not. It's just Ellie. Like, she is in there. You can see her eye. She got some rings. But Owen's just like, oh wait, is there a dinosaur here? I didn't even realize. He just looks like he has no clue. He's just like chilling. Everybody else is kind of scared. Again, it kind of looks like one of those like posed pictures, but I like it. It's
good. Malcolm. So this is where after he got eaten, when he left everybody else.
You're right. He did get eaten. Yeah. We've got Claire. Maybe hitting the right button this time. I don't know. What do you think?
It's also very reminiscent of Ellie turning the power back on.
Yeah. Now, this could be some sort of feeding platform or something like that. I'm thinking like Camp Cretaceous. You know how they had those, like, the Manicore Island had the platforms and things that would rise and lower. On this thing, it says descend. So, I don't know. Not sure what that means, but could she be ascending or descending a dinosaur, or bringing one into battle, or something like that? I think so. I think it'll probably be very reminiscent of Jurassic Park with the flare and the T-Rex moment, Could she do it one more time? I think so. We got Ramsey? I don't know. In one of those really cool airplanes, helicopter airplane things, whatever it is. Not much to tell here. The Bioson employee. And also apparently Malcolm's a Bioson employee. I have no idea. He's all over these vehicles. He's on Lego sets looking exactly like this, obviously. looking zero ways different than this. What else we got? Anything else? Oh, he's like, hey Colin, over there you'll see it's a big book. I have extra lines if you want. I can read them for you. There's got one. It's a great line about Agent 99.
Your script is good, but
I've made it better. So yeah, that's a cool picture.
like, I'm really curious. Like going back to that, Malcolm in the truck thing. How good of con people are Bioson that, all the governments around the world, all of them, not just one. You didn't win one government contract. You're contracted by the entire world to keep track of to keep their dinosaurs safe after the thing. And apparently he's doing something for them.
Yeah, like
Dacia must be a great con man.
They I wonder if they have some goodwill or something like that with the public, in the media or something that gives them the availability to have everybody sign off on it, I like they create a cure for cancer or something like that based off of these dinosaurs or something, and they're like, give it to us. And, we just did that. So what else is possible? We can do it. We can fix everything. But it's a very moral, dilemma because it's a very, dark thing, I think, having all these dinosaurs here and all the testing and evil things that could be going on behind the scenes. So you'd think companies and individuals and people speaking out and countries or whoever, there would be somebody not siding with Bioson after all this time, but I don't know. And what is Malcolm doing? I don't understand his role in this movie. I don't get it. What is he doing?
Yeah, and like you and Jay talked about that. What purpose does he actually serve?
I don't know. I don't know. I hope it's a good one. But we'll see. He's just a driver apparently. Mr. Dodson, where would you like to go next? There's a cool arcade I can take you to, or a jazz club if you want to go listen to some jazz. But yeah, I don't know.
We're driver now.
Yeah, he's just a driver. But I think that was it. So yeah, it's movie. It's gonna be a movie, It's gonna be a wild one. I don't know what it's gonna be. Every time something new gets revealed, it throws us in 10 different directions. So many different ideas. So I like this idea. Malcolm's an agent of chaos.
Baryonyx?
He's literally chaos is just gonna unzip and go ha ha! It was me the whole time. It's just gonna be a dinosaur in a Malcolm body. Now, a lot of people ask this question.
Attention at all to the chat over here?
No, I know it's been tough, but a lot of people ask this question about the lysine contingency. At this point, that doesn't matter. Don't even bother with the lysine contingency. I think that was done away with a long time ago. I think they're fine. It's a non-issue at this point. And I think that was the point of Jurassic Park, was that it was a non-issue. So
the book does a better job.
Yeah, the book has 95 pages of lists. So if you want lists, go read the book Jurassic Park. But I think that about does it for tonight. So let's go ahead and showcase what we've got going on here. JurassicParkPodcast.com. Go find us online. You can follow us over at Twitter at Jurassic Park Pod, at Jurassic Park Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, doesn't matter. TikTok, I guess we're on there too. Yeah, you can listen to the podcast everywhere podcasts are found: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible even. I was listening to an audiobook today. I was listening to a Star Wars audiobook. I could have just flipped over and started listening to the podcast at any time. It's possible. Also, remember that we have a live stream rewatch schedule here for the films. We're going to be rewatching all of the films. Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Battle at Big Rock, and the Dominion preview. All at those dates, 9 p.m. here on YouTube. Stay tuned. So, Dodgson. I was going to call you Bioson. Mr. Bioson. Hello, Mr. Bioson. Where can people find you online if you wish to be found?
A cafe in San Jose.
Or in a cave a glow-in-the-dark cave in Camp Cretaceous Season 1. Whatever episode, I don't know.
It was a really quick helicopter ride over. So. Me personally, it's either at Cretaceous_Dave. Don't follow me if you don't want to see a lot of nonsense and garbage and pictures of my kid. And then I do have a Camp Cretaceous podcast that I'm trying to do. Then for the brand or whatever it's called, it's at Media Cretaceous. And I've been trying to do some like giveaways and contests and stuff too. Spice things up a little bit. And I had doubles of Lego sets, so you know.
Oh, I know how that's gonna feel fairly soon. With those with that Explorer set or whatever even it is. I forget at this point.
Oh yeah.
I ordered two of them.
Good though.
So it does look very good. But yeah, definitely go follow all of Dave's stuff. I mean, you guys probably already do, but definitely make sure you're doing it. Go Cretaceous Media, follow the YouTube stuff. I kind of flip back and forth. I mostly listen to your stuff on the podcast feed. I know you have the podcast feed as well, but you also have like the visual version of it. So
you make it easier for people. Said, I don't really listen to podcasts, but I want to hear what you have to say. So I'm like, all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I end up doing this for like 3 hours at a time on the podcast feed sometimes, and I'm like, I don't feel like editing that into a video. I'm like, no. So don't make them too long. That's some advice for you. Don't get into the 3 hour realm if you can help it. It'll make life a lot easier. But I love all the stuff you've been making. And you're a great follow over on, social media. So please go follow Cretaceous Dave. I am at Brad Jost on Twitter. You can listen to my other podcast, Grim Grinning Host, where we talk about theme parks. I'm on the Forcecast a lot of the time, whether it's the main feed on the podcast feed or the live stream over on YouTube. Where is it? Facebook. What else do I do? I don't know. I think that's about it. Whatever. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me, dude. It's been fun chatting about Jurassic with you.
Thank you.
We'll have to do it again sometime soon. But that's it. Thanks everybody in the chat. Thank you for all the super chats. We'll be here again next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with another Let's Talk Jurassic. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching and listening. Stay safe out there. Be kind. And as always, enjoy. We're going to get out of here. Bye, everybody.